Okay guys, welcome to very simple but very important tutorial about hardware addresses. See, when we put data somewhere in PC so PC can grab it and process it, there are somewhere in wires, in these chips, in CPUs, in some kind of magistrals and stuff. So the question here is, yes, we can put values in variables, and we know that variables do have like a normal names, like a number or character or some string. But what if we really need that hardware address, that hard-coded hardware address? Well, just imagine that this board here, memory board, is like mathematical x and y coordinate. Okay, so somewhere around here is, let's say, 0, and this is x, and this is like y. So when we are grabbing values using hardware addresses, those intersections of x and y somewhere like very small here, they do have that hardware address like x and y cross here. So we can get there not through variable and extract value, but through real, true, physical hardware address. So we can use values using two ways. First, using variables, and variables do have names, but we can grab values using their physical hardware addresses. Okay, so this is why we need these chips at the first place. Now I'm using this XY analogy like coordinates for you to easy to understand this, but it's in reality electronically it's way more complicated than that. But I think that you get the point. So two things. First, grabbing values through variables, through names of those variables, and grabbing values in variables through hardware addresses where they really resides. I think you get the point, and I'm kind of boring, but you get the point, right? So let's create one variable. Okay, that will be integer for simplicity reasons. Integer, name will be number, and value will be 100. Okay, so this is real value. This is container that we call number. So it is variable. Variable do have names. So let's actually type that, because you must be really focused here, and me too. So this is a real value in variable. We know about that up till now. Now we are going to directly print through variable this value. We also know that, don't worry, but we are building the picture here. So this is direct printing or direct usage. Print f, and let's say actual value, because we are working with integers. This is d, and where is that freaking percent symbol? D, and concatenation with that number from above. Okay, so where is n? Slash n to go to next line, because we need it. So this is direct printing. Okay guys, this is creation of variable, and this is direct printing of that value. There you go, actual value is 100. Question, how to get that physical address? Well, pay attention, and this is comment, real hardware address, real hardware address. Okay, print f, little bit of custom report, the now placeholder, we will not use d, because d is for integer. Now, because we are working with pointers, and pointers are just those physical addresses, then we must use %p. So %p for pointer, and a little bit of new line, and concatenation with number, but this time we are using this symbol. Okay, so with this line we are going to extract that hardware address, guys. Hardware address. We don't care now about value, about variable. We do care about address of that variable. Okay, address of variable. And with ampersand symbol we are going to get it and with %p. So see, this thing in your case, of course it will be different because your PC is your PC. So this thing is a real intersection of x and y, if you remember when I was talking a couple of seconds ago, in that memory chip, or I don't know, somewhere in a virus, in a processor. Right. So that was the address. Okay, just direct printing of real hardware address where we have this value in this in this variable. Right. Question. This was kind of manual because we always need to type ampersand the number and ampersand the number, and this is long thing to type. Can we put that address in individual its own variable? Okay, can we do that? Yes. So it's kind of easy because this is kind of manual. Okay, this is manual, and we wanna grab that address, and now that address store into its own variable. That variable name of it is pointer. Okay, so pointers are variables that points to hardware address of some other variable. So they are effectively man in the middle. Let me repeat. Pointers are variables that holds addresses of other variables. Right, let's do that. How to create it? Well, explanation. Pointer creation. Pointer must be of same data type as original data type. So integer and now star. This is first time in this playlist that we are using star. So star and now name for that pointer. Usually it starts with ptr and then name of original variable, so you don't want to confuse yourself. So ptr stands for pointer, but it's up to you. I'm just using ptr as a start of pointer, and we're going to call it number. Ptr number because it leads to this. Okay, so how to create it? See, originally we were printing that address with the usage of ampersand, and also this is same stuff how we are going to create our pointer. Okay, but this was like direct printing, and this is creation of pointer. Pointer creation. So we are just going to type or copy paste this, and now we do have pointer on its own that points to variable, this variable. Okay, hardware address of it. Now let's print a value of this ptr number. Of course it's the same as here, but here we do have dedicated variable that is pointer. Okay, pointers are variables on its own. So let's print it. We're going to say pointer is variable that holds address of other variable, and now we are going to print it. Print f and pointer. What is the data type? Well, just as a here p, because we are talking about pointers. P, new line, and now we are going to connect it with what? Do we need star? No. Do we need ampersand? No. Just say ptr number. Okay, ptr number without star and without ampersand, just to have this type of format specifier. And now we will get in the results real value, direct hardware address, and pointer that is now variable that holds that address. But now the pointer is variable on its own. We can reuse it many times. So let's do that. There you go. So as you can see, these things are same. So this was actual value in that variable. This is a direct spitting or printing of that address with this line. Okay, this is creation of pointer that is individual variable that holds address of other variable, and this is a printing of that address using pointer. So we are just using pointer here to get that address if we ever need that. And in low level programming languages and middle level as C and C++, usually you want to work with pointers in some cases, because of speed and so many things. But well, to be honest, you need to read a couple of books about pointers in general to grasp when they are when it's more beneficial to use them than like classical variables. Uh, yeah, so here's the thing. Can we get this value here in variable but through usage of pointer? Now we don't care about hardware address. We are just using that hardware address to get indirectly into 100. Can we do that? Yes? Yeah, this is maybe confusing, but there you go. We must know these things. So value of original variable using pointer as main in the delay. Hopefully I typed that correctly in English. How we are going to get it? Well, print f and customer report value using pointer, and because original data type is D, we must use D here. Now we don't care about hardware address right now, we just use it. So when we use it and we are targeting something real, we must use original data type. I told you it will be a little bit confusing, but there you go. Okay, now what? Now we need that PTR number, okay, but this time we must use star, which is weird, but there you go. So let me explain. When you first time create pointer, you will use star, okay, and next time when you're going to use it is when you are extracting real data using that pointer, so this is first time, this is creation of pointer, okay, and this is usage of pointer to get original value. So it's called dereferencing, and yeah, maybe this is too much in one tutorial, but definitely you need to grasp this. There is no way that you can continue with C or C++ if you don't grasp pointers. Just practice with integers a little bit. Repeat this multiple times. Okay, so let's test that. There you go. So we do have original value, but through pointer, not through variable, but through pointer. Okay, so we are like men in a middling. We are going first into this and then extracting number and then getting 100. So let me repeat one more time because this is really important. This is creation of variable, putting value inside a variable. This is printing of actual variable. Okay, actual variable directly, number, no issues. This is a printing of direct hardware address. Okay, we are not putting it into its own variable. This is direct printing, just like we were never going to use them, just we care about that weird number. Ampersand number. Okay, we can do this, but smarter idea is to create pointer. Pointer, we are going to create it with a star, original data type, and ampersand that variable, ampersand that variable. Once we create it, we can use it. When we use it, in the sense that we want to get hardware address, then use %p, just as here, and then target that PTR number without star. Okay, and then you will get hardware address, just as here. But this is direct, and this is indirect, through its own PTR number, through its own pointer. So this is about addresses, and this line is about values. So we are getting to 100 here through pointer, and when we have pointer right here, we must also use it down there with original data type using star. Okay, star when you create pointer and when you get original value, not hardware address, value. So this is man in the middle, usage of pointer as man in the middle. And yeah, I'm kind of boring right now and in this moment, but you probably get the idea. Anyway, one other thing, see this star? You can use it on the left side, on the right side. It will work anyway. So this is concatenation while typing. It will work, no problem. This is like in the middle. It will work, no problem. You can glue it to directly PTR number it will work. So it's like cosmetical stuff. It's up to you to choose which one of these you like more. Okay, so this is what I suggest right now. Chill a little bit, like couple of 10 minutes, I don't know, half an hour, like one day, whatever you need. And then even put this stuff on a piece of paper, whatever. Go through these lines multiple times, replay YouTube video until you grasp it fully. Once when you grasp it, then roll with the characters, strings, array, whatever you like. But just grasp this with integers, because there is no simpler explanation and example than this. Okay, once when you grasp this, roll with other things. So this is my honest advice. And really, in a C and C++, you cannot do much without pointers. Simple calculations, yes, but pointers are essence of middle level languages, right? Whew, so I was talking too much, 14 minutes. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for support and subscription. Share this channel with other people, and see you next one.